Okay, so first one up, we've got the hip flexor stretch. The last 2 weeks we've got this as our first one. Bringing your foot up onto a couch or a bench behind you. The closer your knee is in towards the bench, the tighter this stretch will be. So if it's too tight, step it out a little bit. Bring your chest down towards your belly button. Squeeze your butt. And you'll feel this stretch into the top of your left leg as you're looking at this video. If you're super tight in your quad as well, the front of your leg, you might find a stretch that's coming all the way down to your knee. And again, make sure that you don't have a crease in your hip, that you are looking for a straight line going from your knee to your hip into your shoulder. Here you can see that there's a bend in the hip and you might necessarily be getting any kind of a stretch. And also, don't stand up tall, bounce into it, or you're going to see here, again, we're going to have this arch in our back. So all the time we're looking for our chest down. This one here, you're just going to see that I'm starting too close in with my foot, my knee has been shooting forward, and I can barely hold my balance. And again, that tip again guys, just for balance and for practicality, just take something out in front that you can use to hang on to for the time. Okay, next up we're going for our outside of our hips again, this time towards the back. Pop your leg up on a couch or a sofa or a table. Make sure your knee and ankles are in line and start dropping yourself down over your shin. This is just it from the side. I'm taking a step back after I put my leg up. And then down, and I'm looking for the tight spots. Again, not looking for it to be too painful, just enough for a stretch. The only thing that you're going to do wrong here is taking your foot in too close to start with, and you're going to be hunched over in that position. And also taking your knee off the couch, and you won't be getting much of a stretch either. Next up, we got hamstring stretch for the back of your legs. Pop your leg up on something hip height, bring your toe in towards you, lean forward slightly. What you don't want to do is grab your toe like this. So avoid grabbing your toes. If that stretch is really tight, it might be a good idea to drop it down a level, okay? So maybe something a little bit lower. Again, point your toe in towards you, slight bend in your knee, you'll feel the stretch higher up your leg this way. Next up we got frog sits. Open up the hips again. We're doing 10 from this position. Knees underneath your shoulders. Elbows underneath your shoulders. I'm sitting my weight back and then forward. When I've got 10 done, I'm coming up onto my hands doing the same thing. I'm sitting my hips back, get stretch, forward, take it off. Make sure that your feet are in line with your knees. You can see they disappeared on this one. And on this one they're actually coming too far out. So your ankles should be in a direct line with your knee. And here it is just from the side, so I've got a straight back. When I sit back, there's the stretch. It's only a very small movement. You want to avoid sitting too far forward like this. And you want to avoid arching your back, like that there. Okay, so straight back throughout, bracing your abs, sit back, take the stretch off, and sit back again. 10 and 10. Next up we got a glute bridge, carrying on from last week. This time you're just going to hold the glute bridge at the top for 30 seconds, squeeze your butt as hard as you can. You're going to come down, rest for about a minute, and then come back up, hold for 30 seconds. And that's week 3.